Hi, my name is Frankie. I'm a professional makeup artist in the East Coast of Canada, and today I'm going to attempt to do a drugstore version of Sofia Richies Iconic Natural Peachy Bridal Makeup. So to start, I'm going to go with my absolute favorite product. I could wear this without makeup. This is the Lumi Glotion from L'Oreal, and I use it in the shade 902. It is my absolute favorite. So I'm just gonna put it all over. So for skin, my favorite foundation I'm gonna use is the Fit Me Hydration. It's the Hydrate and Smooth in 110 Porcelain. It's a little too dark for me, so I'm gonna go in with the Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer in the shade 118, and it's just gonna lighten it up a little bit for me and make it a little bit more natural. So I'm just gonna go and lightly put on foundation. I don't feel like her main focus point was the foundation. It wasn't super heavy, it wasn't super mattifying or anything like that. It was just seriously just one. And I think that's what made it so beautiful, is that you were focusing on the pop of colors on her cheeks and lips, and even her eye makeup was just so subtle, and it's just so pretty. Keeping it with the Maybelline, I'm going with the Fit Me in 11, just doing very little bit of concealer. I don't feel like we need a lot. I'm just gonna tap that in. So I'm going in with the Essence Micro Brow Pencil. We're looking for more of like a natural enhancement with your brow instead of just filling it in fully and looking really bold. So we're gonna keep it nice and light. The nice part about the micro pencils from Essence is you can kind of go in really lightly and make tiny little lines, and it's not so chunky as I would say like the triangle kind of brow pencils. Those ones can be a little too chunky to get really nice and refined brows. So now I'm gonna go over it with the Essence Brow Make Me Brow. This is kind of like a fiber filling mascara for your brows, and we're just gonna lightly go in. She didn't really have an overall fluffy look, and I really liked kind of how just natural her brows looked without going overboard with like the laminated or bold look. You know, it was just there, it was just natural. When it came to eyes, her makeup artist used kind of cream sticks, so I don't have the exact ones that she has. So for her makeup from Drugstore, we're going to try out the Essence. This is again the micro pencil, and this is the long lasting eye pencil. So we're going to go ahead and use the darker one. She didn't have anything bold, so we're gonna use the darker one on the liner right here, and you're gonna blend it in with your finger. Everything is just very blended, so you don't want anything too dark. So we're just gonna pat it in and then go to the next eye and do the same thing right on the liner. And just keep it as low as you can on the lash line. We're not going for a smoky look or anything like that. It's just to give a little bit of definition on the lash line. Now, if you can find a taupey lighter color in another brand or the long lasting eyebrow pencil from Essence, then go ahead and get the lighter one. I could only get the micro brow pencil, so I'm gonna go in with that, and that's okay. It's a really pretty color, and we're going really neutral. So we're just gonna put that all over the lid and then blend it out really. Okay, it looks a little wonky right now, but we're gonna go ahead and blend it out with our fingers, and I'm gonna take a brush and then lightly kind of blend out the edges. Then I'm gonna go ahead with the fluffy brush and just blend out the edges just so it's no harsh lines. Then going back in with the taupey eye pencil, just a tiny bit underneath just to blend everything together and give some definition. And then go ahead and just blend it out so there's no harsh lines, no weird lines underneath. So we're gonna go ahead and take the Catrice. This is a beautiful, it's called Sungasm. This is a beautiful highlighter. So you can blend in a gold eyeshadow with kind of like a balm base, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Sungasm from Catrice. And it's really pretty. And just a little bit right in the middle. For eyes, you just can't beat this duo. I love this duo. She didn't go for like a crazy eyelash look, so I won't go too crazy, but I'm just gonna put the primer on. So she didn't do anything crazy with her lashes, so we're just going in with some mascara. This is the waterproof I Love Volume from Essence. When it came to bringing some bronze to her face, she really didn't have too much, but you could still see that it's there. So we're just gonna add a little bit of the Camouflage Concealer in the shade 07 Dark Caramel. So this I use, it is kind of a waterproof one, and I find it really pretty. So we're just gonna blend it in lightly. And we're gonna put it up on top. Working with this one, you do not want to let it sit too long. It is really nice, but because it's like waterproof, it probably would go patchy if you left it a little too long before blending. So I just start on the cheeks, and then any extra I bring up onto my forehead and then into my nose. So again, very subtle. She probably even had less than this because they used the Makeup by Mario Skin Finisher. I don't have that right now, but it is absolutely stunning. And it just gave the look this warm, glossy, beautiful glow. So I'm using the Baby Gut blush, and this is in the shade Peaches and Cream from Essence. This is really affordable, and it just brings a really nice peachy coral look to the face. I also noticed that they didn't go way up high, they didn't come too low, they just kind of stuck right in the apples of our cheeks with the nice glow from the coral. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my finger and dab it in. She used a little bit of a darker tone coral, and it was gorgeous. It's more like an orangey tone. I had a hard time finding anything in this small town I live in. You basically got Walmart and Shoppers, and occasionally you'll find something at Superstore. But there really wasn't much out there for the coral tones. So this was the best one I could find, and it was honestly under $5. So this color is really nice and subtle. You can do a little bit more, you can do a little less, whichever you prefer. I'm gonna do a little bit more because her cheeks were kind of like the focus of her makeup, for me. She didn't have a huge like highlight. It wasn't like a strip of highlight or anything, but it was there and it was really pretty. So we're just gonna add a tiny bit in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use Fair Light 10 from Fit Me Powder. I'm using the most under my eyes, and then whatever is left on my brush, we're gonna go ahead and set the rest of the face and the cream products with it. These Maybelline Vinyl Ink lips are really pretty. This is the shade Peachy. I'm just going to use it for more of like an outline. My toddler woke up and she's a little bit noisy in the background, but I'm gonna finish the video anyway because I'm almost done. So this is really pretty. It stays on all day and it's basically transfer proof, but I'm gonna go a step more and go a little bit more peachy, and I'm gonna bring in the Meet Matte Hues. This is in the shade Doting. So I'm gonna apply this. It's a really nice pretty peach. And I think that just pulls it a little bit more peachy from the cheeks as well. And again, if you wanna go one more step ahead with going more peachy on the cheeks, this is a really pretty peachy kind of blush from the Benefit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tap it in very lightly. It's very pigmented. And basically just on the apple of the cheek. So that is the final look for the drugstore version of Sofia Richies wedding makeup. A little bit peachy, very natural and neutral. I think it's just really super pretty and elegant. I hope you liked it. I hope it was easy enough that anyone could recreate it and affordable enough for everyone too.